Welcome to Alaskan Canadian Highlander Year-End Tournament 2025. Right now we have Siobhan versus Adelaide. I don't know what they're doing.
They're determining first by playing sticks.
Yep.
The best part is they didn't determine who went first for sticks.
Definitely not regulation.
Yeah, they're friends. Are they roommates?
They'll probably actually roll their dice.
Yeah.
But how'd your games go, by the way?
Oh, they were. There was one game. I got screwed on one land, and I had the combo in hand. I kept a one lander with flash. Didn't work out, which those are the gambles you take. And then the other three were pretty good slam dunks. There was one point where I was at 3 life, looking a little spooky, but I had it on the crackback. So
For context, Max is playing Flash Hulk in the format. Kind of the boogeyman. Kind of everyone was staring at him like, how do we beat this deck? It feels like you can consistently win turn 3, and like the slowest hands maybe turn 4. You have like a nutso. I saw you win on turn 2 by just having naturally Flash and Hulk in your hand, which is a hard to handle.
this is why I love combo the most, is because you get those things. It lets you be able to just pop off turn one accidentally without somebody knowing, And so this was always one of my favorite parts about combo. That and like trying to find intricate lines with cards, it was always a favorite of mine. Last year I brought, you remember Artifact combo. Didn't do too great, but this year it's definitely looking like I'm picking up. I think I chose the right combo deck. It was between this and Time Vault, so.
Well, traditionally it feels like in our format, in our like local play group, most of the combo decks struggle. Mainly because we play a lot of mid-range decks that play a lot of hate cards and a lot of counter spells. So, like if you want to win with Time Vault, um, like you have to get past the Collector Roof. You have to get past the counter spell that exiles, like all these sorts of things. Um,
Right.
and it feels like with Flash Hole, you just basically get to play Flash and then win. Like
Right.
if you're against a deck that has a counter spell, you can play a prevent them from casting, or play with a force in your own hand.
Right. You've got your Orum's Chant. You got the Mistral Village from Tarkir this year was a huge boost for.
Is that the land?
It is the land.
Oh, so good.
One blue. You essentially take 2 mana to make your next spell uncounterable.
Yeah.
And then on turn 4, you're good to go. And there's no chance between Flash Resolving and Hulk's ETB or Death Trigger.
It reminds me a lot of Scape Shift in the way of like you cast one spell and you basically win. You have to get A plus B. B has to be in your hand.
Right.
So let's actually talk about this this match going on.
Sure.
Right now we have Siobhan versus Adelaide.
We see an opt-in response here to the token generator, who is Nadu's combo mate from the Modern Horizons 3 set. So
yeah, Siobhan is playing like a Jeskai deck with black cards. So there's like 3 or 4 black cards, kind of like
Jeskai Black.
Kind of targeting specific decks that are pretty good right now, like a Bowmasters and a Barrowgoyf, I believe.
And then Hand Attack.
Attack. Oh, yeah.
This was a list I was considering as well that I saw online. And so you ran the Hand Attacks, and then you ran the anyways, looks like we see a island cycle here for oh no, it was a bottom. Right. She put that to the bottom, Drew.
And Adelaide's playing like I believe it's Bug Midrange.
Yeah, Sulta Midrange. That was another deck that was very strong in the back of my mind. Mine was definitely more of a control route with Recall taking up a majority of the points, and then Misty Tutor and Psychic Frog completing your 10 out. But I think she went a very, very good direction with this one.
Yeah.
And we see, yep, that is a good removal spell, Prismatic Omen. Yeah, so Prismatic Omen to exile it. No chance for Adelaide to get it back. We see a Wasteland on her side. This gives her a chance to hit out the black source. Or
take out red.
Red, yeah. Okay. Are you sure it's Jeskai? Because that's a tropical island. There's green in it.
Yeah.
And then
This card's
Stacks.
so good.
We see a Stacks piece from the Spider-Man set. This card has. I remember playing against this in the pre-release, and it did numbers. It did numbers on people. So very, very well played. Looks like no, she wastelanded her. That's right. And then that is a Caracas in response, so that's going to be returned back to hand. And
I think in most games, Adelaide's going to be the beatdown in this scenario.
yes,
Adelaide's on the left of the screen. She's playing more creatures,
right.
and I would say what's nice about these type of like Highlander games is in different matchups, you have different roles, you know, and if you draw a different part of your deck, you're gonna have a different role as well. But I think in most games, the beatdown's gonna be on the left, and the right's gonna be playing more control, hoping to win with like a planeswalker or like a fourth Aerolingus
Yeah,
later in the game.
yeah. This
Siobhan's playing Recall as well,
yes,
which is, you know, favors kind of a slower, you know, cast Recall, get 3 more cards, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, play
yeah.
Recall again, you know.
So what looks like a Pokemon card on screen, that's Dwathi Voidwalker. Anyway, so we've seen a Graveyard Lock, and then it looks like Siobhan just got her Black Source, so things are taking off. Most notably was that Urborg, played by Adelaide. Very well done to ensure that that Dwathi hit the battlefield. But now she can go basic heavy. I don't think she needs to worry about basics, though. She seems to be playing it to counteract the blue moon effects and whatnot, so...
Yeah, we only have 3 Blood Moon effects, and both of the mono red decks got eliminated in the first round this time around.
So I just have a mid-range or a control matchup to worry about. So
yeah, you'll be playing the winner of this
right,
game here. It's a best 3 out of 5. That's we're doing it for a whole tournament, single elimination.
right. To ensure that your draws, you can't crap out a game because of draws. That is, I believe, Elixir. No, I'm sorry. March of Otherworldly Light, and then it is countered by Drown on the Lock. Well done. And then the March is automatically exiled. Most notably, it's just opponents' things. And so, but the graveyard size is just big enough for Adelaide to counter it. So we see 3 cards in Siobhan's graveyard.
Yeah.
So that was very, very well done. And then a swing for 3, bringing her down to 17. And she's on the draw.
Dante having Shadow is pretty great too. You know, even if Siobhan is able to play a creature to block, it doesn't matter. Getting 3 every turn, and if you need like one of these spells that she's played during the game,
that's a sleeper mechanic, Shadow. We haven't seen that since cards were printed way back when. Maybe like some of the other cards play, or let me think, Time Spiral and whatnot could have brought Shadow back as a one of mechanic, but Shadow is definitely a mechanic I'd love to see more of in the future.
Dante's really great in this format as well because it hates out the graveyard. It's one of the few cards that you can't win with it on the board because it doesn't trigger, it doesn't activate. It just basically says all your cards that will go in the graveyard goes under Dante, which interrupts your combo. But also, it's just a 2-mana 3/2 unblockable. You know,
right?
like
You got to respect it.
Yep. And then people play with their graveyards so much. Abhorrent Oculus, I can think of, is one of the cards that Siobhan's playing that struggles because you need to get those 6 cards in the graveyard and you can't while Dante's on the field. Ooh, opposition. Is this an agent?
Yeah, in response to the end or the not can't be the attacks, just in response.
Going to fetch in response so that the fetch doesn't go under opposition agent. Kind of a bummer that Siobhan had to play this now instead of catching Adelaide with a search effect on the stack.
I agree.
I think she just thinks. I mean, maybe she doesn't have very many options. Is why she had to play the Dante because she needs it to. Well, I guess she can't even block. You know, shadow and flying. I'm curious what the situation is.
Yeah, I think it's just to put a body on the field to make sure she doesn't get totally screwed.
Using
but
her
even
mana
still, she had, and most notably, she put it in a battlefield tap because of Adelaide's effect. So she's looking to start bodying Adelaide, start bringing back some of that damage. But it looks like she has a response.
Okay. Still on the stack.
She's attempting to kill it.
Resolve. Kill it.
So yeah. Or no, it's a return to hand effect. Oh, that was Otawara.
Oh,
I see. She was channeling Ottawa. These lands were game changers in my opinion because they were very, very hard to interact with.
Yeah.
You need the counter, activate, or triggered ability spells, and you know, I don't think we have enough in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
What, the discard stuff or what?
So the cards that say counter target activate or triggered ability.
Ooh, I think Stifle has never been better, to be honest.
I agree, but we need more effects like Stifled. We just recently got Consigned to Memory.
That was nice.
That was a big game changer for sure. But I still
There's also the web slinging card
that one
as well.
the problem is you have to return a creature. Returning lands, we'll do that all
Yeah.
day, but a whole creature, it's not like I'm playing Field of the Dead.
Another card that ruins your combo is a Stifle, right?
Mhm. Tashana's also has been a game changer. She has shown her worth through and through.
I think when card quality is getting better in terms of value, like the mid-range cards.
Yes.
I feel like many times I'm losing with several cards in my hand. So
Mhm.
cards that do very specific things like Stifle, that may be card negative, but you get a tempo boost, I feel like are getting better and better. Especially the Tishana's. I really appreciate that one.
Yeah.
Being able to like blank like a one ring trigger or a
Mhm.
combo, like quite nice.
Yeah. This is a main phase opposition agent.
Yeah.
That's an interesting play. The secret's out, so sure. I mean, just trying not
Sure.
to waste mana. So we see blue, black, and white from what I can see here left untapped. I feel like the black tilt is a little heavier, but
Okay.
Adelaide's got the response for it with Dismember.
This Spider-Man's not going to do much with this Krakus on the field. Just going to bounce it over and over again.
Right, but Adelaide's still in the position to be okay
Right.
with that. So yeah,
basically
we see
spending
it
one
bounce.
mana to prevent 2 damage or 2 mana, which is
Right.
fine in her situation because she's just trying to win.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah. Dwathi, in my opinion, should have been legendary. Like I know people have had this conversation beforehand, but it definitely feels like he's got a whole name in front of him.
Dante Voidwalker. He's Dante is like is a group of creatures, I believe, like the Dantes.
Oh, lore wise, I think you're right.
So it's one of their Voidwalkers, Dante, like a like a
like
human Voidwalker.
one of the Llanowar elves, and then we have a mystic elf, and then we have I see what you're saying.
What's the removal do again? Unholy.
It was Unholy Heat.
Unholy Heat, I believe, goes exiled.
No,
okay.
that's only if she has Delirium.
No. So damage on the stack would have made it resolve going under Dante Voidwalker.
Oh, I see. The Unholy Heat would be exiled.
Yeah. With a counter on it, which might matter if it gets unearthed, but well, I don't think the judge caught it. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right because that is how state-based effects work. The spell
okay.
resolves.
Wait a second. We got
I see. Yep, this is the other grab you make with Spellseeker. In these Jeskai matchups, you go Spellseeker, and it either grabs Recall or if you're ready to win, Fourth Aerolingus. So, and that's a new card for me. That's Monstrosity. So it's Tarmogoyf on your turn, Delirium, base power toughness 3. And she mills a card every combat at the start
and it
of
becomes indestructible. It's quite strong. It's a 3 mana card that usually attacks for like 5 to 8 attack. Trample, indestructible.
Right. It was definitely a commander card by design because it says a random opponent. So this is one of the formats where you see this being taken advantage of as a broken 3-drop.
I don't know if she's gonna play the 4th right now.
It's not in her best interest to. She has to get a higher land base, in my opinion, because we have to count from 20 down instead of 10 or so.
We have 2 cards in hand for Adelaide, and we have 3 or 4 for Siobhan.
I think she's on. No, you're right. I think 4 by the looks of it. Yeah, 5 cards.
Depending on what cards are in her hand, maybe the Monarch matters, but I don't think you give Adelaide an extra Monarch because she's going to get it back with her trample.
Yeah.
Delirium.
This is true. So a lot of debate here. There we go. We got the fetch land down. So
2/4. 5. You can do it for 4.
That's
8
not
damage.
enough. That's not enough
You're gonna
because
lose 1 in combat as well.
right, you deal 6 now, and then it's a burnout spell. It's
Depends
hard
how
to
desperate
say.
she is. You know, what's her hand?
Right. One of my thoughts right now was recall the grab as opposed to the fourth Aerlingus, and me personally, I think I would have grabbed recall and looked for answers to monstrosity because she's not only in red but black as well, so she has that much more removal. Like you said, it was kind of a splash of black, but I do think you run dismember in this list as well.
Yeah, well, I do like the idea of just attacking with 2 guys, you know, and just getting the monarch, and then you leave up a bunch of people back.
That's not a bad one.
But the problem is indestructible. It's like you're eventually gonna lose those. Oh, okay, we're
She
gonna go
did.
for it.
She did it for. She tapped her
3.
Caracas instead of the black mana, notably. So yeah, it looks like it's for 1, 2, 3.
Maybe she has the revolt, like fatal push. So if she loses 1 in combat, she can fatal push the.
That's a good point. I like that. Yep. So she loses 1, takes 4, and then
becomes the monarch. I think if you're Siobhan, you're pretty happy right now.
yeah, it's very lovely custom monarch tokens, and then
even 1 behind. Okay.
maybe she doesn't have it. Oh, she went to end step. She did not have it.
It looks like she has the graveyard hate card in her hand, the 1 black exile card from the graveyard. Maybe she's predicting an unearth or some sort.
Hoping to minimize damage or put Adelaide on the defense.
She noticeably didn't attack with her Spellseeker. I wonder if
the
Spellseeker in her hand or something.
It also could be a chump blocker. You never know what could be pulled out the butt. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. So there's is it Cling to Dust, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and then as escape 3 and a black.
3 life might matter.
She exiled a creature, so she notably gains 3 life. That's a huge boost to her. Grief hit the battlefield.
Replace the creature in the graveyard, though.
Right. I don't think that was premature on Siobhan's place. I think I would have done the same thing. So it looks like we're getting in for 4, 7. No, just 6. I'm sorry. So it looks like we have instant sorcery and creature, or lands instant creature, I believe. Yeah. And because it is only your graveyard off of the monstrosity. So yeah.
The reach on the monstrosity is so good. The trample.
It's
going to be huge right now.
It is doing overtime.
And she's got monarch, so she's going to be drawing an extra card here.
She does. Yeah.
We know she has Spider-Man in her hand.
Is it just a run out?
Playing it again.
Why not? Why not? Make your creatures tap. Yeah, the Caracas had to tap out for the 4th Aerlingus. So we're just gonna see what happens here. I think that was a broadside bombardier.
I thought it was Siobhan. The Death and Taxes 3-drop.
Very well.
We'll see.
We'll see here soon enough. Yeah, not quite there to where we can have cameras behind opponents' hands, but
we can get she can get Monarch pretty consistently here. I don't think she has an issue with that. You know, balance attack, or just attack. You know, and be willing to take the trade. I think she wants a balance though.
We're gonna see because it is an interesting point.
She's only at 6. She's got to keep at least 2 damage blocking that monstrosity, and you know the flip might hit an artifact or something.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure what's exactly in that graveyard right now.
No, it's.
You said she attacked for 7.
Yeah, it was 6.
6. So there's 3 types in there: land,
creature, and I think instant. Okay. Yes.
She's got a lot of hits.
One thing. If you're running more
Colligan's Command,
that's a beautiful. That used to be a legacy all-star back in the day. The Grixis control
the Tarmogoyf. Okay.
Whoa, that's quite a discard.
It's easy 2 for 1. Before this game yesterday, Siobhan was like, "Do you think I should play Colligan's Command?" And I was like, "I think there's a lot of great artifacts, great things with 2 toughness.
Get it while it's cheap.
This might be a scenario where
that unholy heat.
Hopefully it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it does come down to 1 damage, we'll see. But yeah, I think that was a full Murktide too. So
it's a 7/7.
No, it'd be an 8/8 if it's a full Murktide.
Okay, starts with a 3.
Yeah. Then I believe that's no, it's a search spell. Is that Worldly Tutor?
I mean, to be honest, just a removal for the Murktide, and she has the win here.
Yeah, honestly, because she has creature in the graveyard. She's got instant. She's got land. Yeah, one can be prevented with that. Oh, that's quite a good one.
I can't tell you how many times Adelaide has done this effect.
This brings back Tarmogoyf as well, with a lifelink counter. Or she can also get the Spider-Man card, but
I don't think you want to with the Krakus on the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
The problem is
the thing is, this goes to the top as well, so she gets to instantly miracle it. Very well played, I like that a lot. Goes to draw step.
Did she take damage yet? Okay, she did take damage already.
So we'll tap the island and the forest by the looks of it.
We got a sarcastic surprise when Adelaide drew her miracle.
Of course.
Always lucky, if you get to put the card on top.
Yeah. No, the Urborg and the forest tapped out.
I'm not sure if Tarmogoyf is the biggest creature. I think it is.
I think that's what I would grab because it's. Oh, she also can get Grief.
Oh, Grief.
Grief is another. Grief also has Menace,
which will probably matter.
Menace, I believe, will matter.
Does she value the extra damage, or does she value the discard? I feel like Grief might be the better option here, because Tarmogoyf is only going to be a 3 anyway.
4. Yeah, it depends what. I think we're counting card types, so there's no sorcery currently. She still went for it, so we got a 3/4. Oh, these dice are small. Oh, whatever. So from our count, we see it as a 3/4 and a 4/4 for 2 mana. Mill, Brazen Borrow. That would have been very helpful for this Murktide region. You could tutor that to the top and then bounce Murktide and then do a big swing with Monstrosity, get her down to 1. And then you take 4. That's a winning position, especially when Siobhan was tapped out. But I'm not here to disagree with this choice either. The thing is, it's still 8 in the air.
I think she loses to Monstrosity, or it has Indestructible. You're right. Blocking an extra 2/2.
Are we gonna go to a standstill basis and not attack?
I think it might have to attack, which is why
Monstrosity.
Yeah.
Monstrosity does not have
Doesn't?
to.
Okay.
No. You can hold it back. The thing is, feels like a waste. So she swung with Monstrosity. We're getting a fetch here. She brought her down to 1. Took
is
1
that a
damage.
Renin 6? What's in her hand? No, it couldn't be Renin 6.
No, none of the.
Looks like a Planeswalker art.
Siobhan's on red. It's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, tough. I feel like, when you attack with the Murktide, you're only have 5 toughness back, right? You have to block Tarmogoyf. You have to block the Miracle card, and then on top you have, she basically has to have an answer this turn, or she's struggling. Okay, Shieldred.
Yeah, that will wrap up the game pretty quickly here.
It also just shows. Oh, but with Krakus on the field, maybe not actually.
The problem is that's taking a mana out of Siobhan's hand, or else she instantly loses. This is the plus down of Krakus. So she's stuck on 6 as opposed to 7 mana, which can be game-changing.
She also has a Cling to Dust.
Swinging for 1. She clearly has tricks up her sleeve.
Just you got so much lifelink. I feel like you gotta
Yeah.
Oh, missed the double block for
double life. That's yeah.
It's okay. I think Adelaide, if there was like a winning percentage, I think she has a pretty high one, not knowing what's in the hands.
Right. We know Shieldred is on Adelaide's side. Abhorrent Oculus, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Extra. Once again, the not exiled.
It mattered.
Instant mattered.
It mattered. Oh my goodness. I think it only really mattered for Murktide, so Murktide should be on 4, not 5. But
right. Oh, but it's a delve. There'll be an extra card one less card.
Oh yeah,
is what
and
I'm
then
saying,
the
but
upkeep trigger
it's okay.
makes
It's
it
okay.
2/2. Alrighty, now we're gonna see. Now this is enough.
Psychic Frog off the top.
Oh,
That's a flyer. You know.
it is a flyer. It is a flyer. It's a draw card. It's an everythinger. Slam Psychic Frog, very good. And then doesn't look like there's enough for Shieldred, but I don't think she minds discarding it.
I don't think you attack. I think you just let's see. What do you? 8,
I think
13.
Like you said, Monstrosity has Indestructible, so it's wiping a creature out.
Is it that big? Oh,
It is now. It is
sorcery.
now. Instant sorcery creature land, so it is now 7/7 indestructible.
Yeah,
and
but Murktide an 8.
Goyf went up to 4. Yeah, Murktide is at 8.
I think you just pass. You know, like.
Yeah, we go to top deck mode.
What's in there? It depends on her hand. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the frog now has the possibility to jump by like flying and you know.
But then it gets brought out from downtown by the Murktide region, you know, straight LeBron rejection right there. So I don't think we'll see that going there anytime soon. Maybe if there's a niche opening, but leaving this abhorrent on the field is going to cause a lot of problems. I will say that much right now.
Yeah, we're in a situation where they both want to kind of do nothing.
Right, but I think
attacking, that's a good play.
Takes it.
I mean, by doing that, but you're saying like one removal spell on.
Good.
Maybe she has a counter spell backup.
And an abhorrent trigger. Jeez, we're missing all the triggers. Siobhan should have another 2/2. But hopefully they'll catch it.
There's a counter, I think, on that showing 2.
Right, but she was supposed to make another one right now in Adelaide's upkeep. And she missed that because that was from the previous upkeep.
I don't know if it represents a 2/2 or if it represents 2 of them.
Well, you need a card per everything is the downfall. There's another creature, swing for 7, 8 block. Alrighty. Yeah. Being forced to... I think you're right that Monstrosity is forced to attack.
Yeah. Or maybe for the mill you have to attack. I don't remember.
Yeah. The thing is, the mill isn't optional. You have to do the mill, so it's very possible.
I mean, just a Shieldred in hand, you don't really do anything with it, right? You play it, you bounce it before their turn.
I think Siobhan got out of this for sure.
But a couple cheat steps, you know?
Right. All right, and I think Adelaide packed it up to Siobhan, so we're going to go into game 2 now. Psychic Frog didn't pull its worth a point.
So that was game 1. It's the best 3 out of 5. You know, there's plenty of rounds to bring it back for Adelaide.
Especially with the mid-range on control matchups, so it's going to be a long one.
All she has to do is learn how to call a judge. No, game would have been over. It's fine. No, don't. You never know how the game's going to end up if things were slightly different.
What decision would have been made differently?
Siobhan had like 4 different cards in her hand. There might have been other options for her as well.
No, this is pretty forgiving area, and you would not believe the amount of mistakes made in the pros. You know, like people are thinking when you get up there and it's broadcast to the world, you know, they're playing their top S tier game, but it doesn't work out always, you know. People still make mistakes. Now, whether it's on purpose or not is a different story, but you know, that was definitely an honest mistake. But yeah. So, has there been anything in Lorwyn that you've been excited for? Anything you've been looking at?
I think those the evoke elementals, I really, really like, especially the white-black one, the 2 mana return a 3 or less.
Yeah.
From your graveyard. I think there's some fun plays with like unearth, like an unearthed deck basically.
Yeah.
Where you're really just pulling back these creatures like a flage.
Yeah.
It instantly sacks. You play unearth again. You do it again.
With Savine's Reclamation as well being a key card for that. No.
And they keep making more cards like this, you know. And I think the colors are like red, white, black.
So you think it's a Mardu that's going to be dominating that? I am prone to Naya. I'd like to see green because there's some good green 3-drops you can reanimate.
Yeah.
And then, but you do miss out on Barrogoyf. Yeah.
I've been playing that, it's like a red, black 6/1 trample haste.
Oh, Lightning Skelemental.
Lightning Skelemental feels so good with Unearth.
Isn't it attack, deal 2 damage or something?
No, it's a 6/1 with trample haste.
Right,
and if
right.
it deals damage to your opponent, they discard 2 cards.
That's
and
it.
then it it's actually better that it sacrifices itself, so you can keep bringing it back.
Right, unless the Dewathy's on the battlefield or something. But
Sure.
I remember there's this really niche modern deck because there was a core 20 card that says you can bring an elemental with toughness equal to the shaman's power, and so the
Yeah.
shaman's power is 1, so it's bringing ball lightning and lightning skill elemental back. And it's a 1-drop too, so you've just you think you're ready to block this 1/2 or something, but it's definitely gonna cook you.
So
Siobhan took a mulligan.
yeah, last minute Adelaide switched her colors up to add blue because she pulled a Longshong,
Wasi Tong.
the flying blue X card, which is incredible card, and I think it's in her opening hand, which is one of those cards where Adelaide can play more of the mid-range control-y part of her deck against Siobhan, because if she's able to cast a spell and then instant speed cast Siobhan while she's tapped out, like if she gets that, there is some. Oh, she's just playing it for
turn 1 to just straight
1.
value. No more searching, no more nothing. That is an interesting play for sure.
Discard the strip mine too. Okay.
I agree with the discard the strip mine in this matchup.
Siobhan's lands are not like
because
she's playing enough lands.
Here's the problem. When I ran that in my Jeskai list, I would return it with my own Caracas to draw more cards.
What's nice about this on 1 is any fetch land now triggers this thing, right?
Right. It has to be her opponent for sure, but I don't think she'll mind. But we got a Surveil here from Siobhan.
When you're playing like 3, even 4 colors, like Siobhan is, you're almost playing every fetch land. You're playing 9 or 10 fetch lands.
At least.
And if that's a third of their lands, a third of your lands is making your opponent draw a card, which is great. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Another fetch land.
It's spelling disaster.
Her putting on top means that she needs to play that fetch land, which is gonna be hard. Luckily, Longshong is just a 2 CMC, a fatal push. Like anything really kind of kills this thing right now.
Right. And there's Dewathy. Oh my goodness.
Imagine playing
Force the will this one.
Imagine playing a blue card into a black card.
Wow.
I think that was a good force.
I agree. Depending on the hand, I think it's correct. Yeah. Fetch land go. She'll have to wait on the fetch land. Think about how hard that is.
One thing about Longshong is it's an ETB effect too. Like a lightning bolt kills it if you do it for X equals like 5.
Right, because it enters the battlefield with so many artifacts.
Oh, another great card against Siobhan here.
And this is notably any player.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I know it's first strike, but is it flying as well?
No, it's just first strike, and it's a non-creature. She had the path. Okay.
So,
and then the fetch, she can fetch afterwards.
Yeah, so.
But Adelaide missed a land drop here, and you giving her like her 3 drops are really powerful. So like,
is a card better than a basic? This is the question you have to ask yourself here, and I think giving her a basic as opposed to a card, and maybe even potential more cards. Notably, she will lose 2 life off of this, unless this is in response.
She did in response. Yeah.
Very well, very well.
But I mean. Siobhan is not playing that many creatures.
That is true, but
even trying to remove May, it basically means May had haste. If you instantly destroy it. She really Krakus would be fine here.
Krakus would do the job. This is. I remember for a while I was on a Jeskai green list, and I ran crop rotation to get in either an instant speed Field of the Dead or an instant speed Caracas, because it was that influential.
But I mean, overall, Adelaide has played 3 creatures. 2 of them were removed by 3 cards. Force, pitching another card, and had the path.
It was the
and she got a land back. So even when she lost them the Mox. Lost a card on the Mox. I think this is a fine spot for her to be in.
Yeah.
Like even though everything got lost, like I think they're both. I think Adelaide's happy with both of them not having very many resources. Yeah. She wants the smaller game. She would rather both people have no cards in hand than one creature.
That is the commanding position for her. for sure, but it's really dependent.
Gotta try them. Another struggle about playing 4 colors is sometimes you have to get the triome and you don't get that free scry.
Right. So
Oh, it just passed, no land.
she needs the
Well, that strip land would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this two drop is gonna get there. Okay, what do we got? An unearth? No, it's a tutor.
Oh, let me look.
A top of library tutor, maybe?
No, that's Entomb. You can read it.
Oh, Entomb. Okay.
Yeah, it's an Entomb.
Lost 2 mana. Another thing about this format I really like is we are very proxy friendly. You know, as long as cards are able to be easily read, people understand what their cards are doing.
Right.
We're not too picky about it.
And even some of the foreign language cards, you know, you got your phones, your TCG players, so you're always you're always in a good spot.
Of course, support your local game stores and all that. It's just when cards are being told we will never reprint this. You know, we don't want people dropping $3,000 on a land. You
right.
know?
We all can't be lucky like me in Genesis for sure. Genesis was telling me how he attained a lot of his cards, and it was some interesting maneuvers.
Are we gonna get Archon reanimate?
Archon will go to the graveyard. Yeah, that's what I'm cooking right here, right now.
Willing to take 2 damage, 2 damage again.
But she gains 3 back. And the problem is with reanimate, yeah, you take 2 plus the spell. So are you really gaining? Unless it's animate dead. Persist. Well done. Well done. She takes 2 and then 3. Discard a card.
Ooh.
And Archon is now a 4/4.
Doesn't really need that board wipe with a 6 drop. You're definitely not getting.
Picks it up to Archon. Yeah, that is.
What's nice about Adelaide a lot of times plays these cards that you know she's not a reanimator deck by any means.
No. It's value reanimate if anything.
Yeah,
like in the
playing
check piles.
persist and getting back your like Longshong, you know, is fine. But at random times she'll also have Entomb reanimate, and it's hard to play around. Like if you're playing against a dedicated reanimated deck, you know it's coming, right?
Right.
But when you're like fighting off, you know, this incredible 2-drop, this incredible 2-drop, credible 2-drop, and then just randomly, you know, reanimate Archon, like that comes out of nowhere. You know, it's hard to play around that as a control deck.
Well, yeah, I agree. And what's more, it's the value you get out of reanimate. There's a reason it's maintained its status as at least 1 point. It has that much influence. It can be just a turn 1. Here's my Valgavoth. Here's my Atraxa. Here's my, you know. And
I mean, Siobhan like answered a card every turn.
She did.
And it wasn't good enough.
No, because she needed the recall to refill it. She needed to redo it. So, all right, game 2 goes to Adelaide. We're currently 1-1 going into game 3 right now. So we'll see how this boils out.
Both games very different, you know?
Yes, I agree. Adelaide, it was even favored for Adelaide to win game 1 up until that point where Siobhan just had a good enough control on the board.
I'm using the restroom real quick.
We have the bathroom break, a regulation.
It worked. All right. So I want to go through your deck list while she takes her bathroom break real quick. This was very similar to what you played last year. I noted the discard.
No. So they're both red aggro decks. So for the audience, like last year, I won our first year end with a red-white artifact aggro deck. And I just got the most lucky Mox draws possible, and I swept the field. I feel like I was the only aggro deck that year. There was a lot of combo and control, mid-range, I would say.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just hit the meta really well. I tried bringing an aggro deck again this year, just out of like, I just had to represent, you know?
Right,
and I decided to bring like a mono-red Madness deck. My real goal is to like discard my hand, draw 3 cards as many times as possible.
Right.
And then get like a Vengevine out or like a Sneaky Snacker.
For sure.
And try to win that way. I have been doing really well in our weeklies with it. And I decided in the last month or 2 to really like get rid of like the 3-drop good cards, you know, like Fable of the Mirror Breaker would have been great, but I got rid of it.
No broadside in here either.
No broadside. Like some of like the best cards I just kind of got rid of, and in favor, I just got degeneracy. You know, like I put more cards that are impossible to cast. I put in more cards that are just like dump your hand. You know, I'm playing like Goblin Lore, draw 4, discard 3 at random.
Yeah, just total nuts cards.
I decided when I showed up that I'm gonna flip a coin. If I win, I win.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't win. I didn't get it.
You lost to elves, notably.
I lost to elves. It's a hard matchup. They have a lot of cards that just hate what you're doing, and that's a lot of the mid range decks, like a Bowmasters or a Endurance.
Yeah.
These cards are brutal if you're trying to draw a lot of cards and fill your graveyard.
I agree. No, it definitely, the hurt was put on this deck for sure against elves.
And what's nice about being able to like discard your hand and draw 2 is you can play all the fast mana. So I have like 9 fast mana cards that are just like a mox.
Yeah, 3 mox in a strip.
Yeah.
That's the whole point list right there.
It's the whole dream.
You know, you got your red mox, you got a black mox, you got a blue mox, and
yeah.
One thing, my critique to this is I would have put in some hand attack. You know, your duresses, thoughts.
I'm not playing black. Okay, so
the moxes are just.
I'm playing mono red, but I'm playing like 20 mana.
So
20 cards that are uncastable in mono red. They're just more like I need to discard these cards.
My question here now is why wasn't one of the moxen replaced with a soul ring?
Oh, so this is an interesting thing. I feel like with aggro decks, you look through your deck basically.
Yeah.
How many colorless spells are in your hand? Like if I'm playing Fable Lemire Breaker, maybe you're right? Because I can take advantage of the color. Sure. But I'd rather have a 2-drop on turn 1 than a 3-drop on turn 2. Okay. My deck is resolved around playing like Inti turn 1 or Party Thrasher turn 1, right?
Sure.
It doesn't really want to play a 3-drop on turn 2.
Okay.
So I'd rather do an off-color mox, land, play my 2-drop.
That's respectable. I can get behind that for sure.
I also have several instances where I exile the top card and I can cast it. And just having a free spell, sometimes I don't have the extra mana to cast the Soul Ring.
Right, and it could trigger. So my biggest thing for seeing Soul Ring players is it can pay the one for days.
Yeah, that's that.
So this.
But what if you cast Soul Ring on turn 1 and they daze that?
Then you're SOL, or it gets mental misstep, and your moxen are immune to mental misstep. That is another very valid point, I must admit.
I probably play more off-color moxes than most people. But that's just because I like the 2-drops more than I like the 3-drops. When I play decks where like I have a lot of 3 and 4-drops that are really powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm playing like 2 colors. When I'm playing 2 colors, I feel better about a Soul Ring.
Yeah.
But in this specific deck and the last deck, I just played last year's deck, aggro deck. I just played the off-color ones.
Yeah. Alrighty. We see Adelaide Surveil here is very powerful. And then we see recall. All right, man. Good recall. Yeah. Typically, Pfeiffer instructed me you cast recall on your opponent's upkeep before they even play a land. So that way, no chance of counter. They need the mental misstep.
And you don't want to play it on your turn because you'll have to discard the hand size on turn 1. Naturally, having 7 of your points in your hand with the recall is 8 is very, very nice for Siobhan because her deck is kind of built around having more cards than your opponent and returning that card back to her hand. So,
alrighty,
this is one of her favored matchups. Like if you're gonna coin flip favor, do who has the chance of winning here? Starting with the recall and not starting with the recall is a drastically different win percentage.
This is the difference. I agree 100%. And then we see a ponder immediately afterwards. Still a bit of digging, but I think it's more or less like, how do we find the rest of the nails to the coffin for Adelaide?
This 3-drop dinosaur that Adelaide kept on top always surprises me. Every time I look at this card, I'm like, this card's not very good.
It distributes neg1 counters that make the creatures unblockable. And if the creature's removed, those neg1 counters persist is the most key thing. So if it was a card that was so good that I had to look for it for, I think, the better part of a week. But
And I love this format because you get to play dumb cards like this, you know.
Mhm.
And there's cases where there's like no way your opponent can win, and then they play this stupid dinosaur.
Right.
You get a neg one, and you can't block. Ooh, another card that Adelaide and I share a lot of love for cards.
Mm.
This 2-drop that always comes back. Really love that card as well. But
It
we
was
got
a
it countered.
It was a great standard card. I ran 4 ofs in
Yeah.
Golgari Midrange during standard, I'd say a year ago or so, and it felt good each and every time.
Yeah.
But Siobhan had the proper response for it, so it will remain in the graveyard until further notice. We get a Surveil here as well. This one's a Thinker, and it's a land hitting the yard. I think she stocked up on lands. Siobhan now gets to slam her dinosaur, which will. The problem is
She probably has another better card to play right now.
something that's more
I would
threat-inducing, so she's gonna save that for later.
Okay,
There we
exile the
go.
graveyard.
Wonderful.
Exile that recall. Plus,
Yeah.
you're taking off a possible Murktide or a Abhorrent Oculus, like we saw in turn 1 or
As
game 1.
as my mentor said, it's not the first recall that kills you; it's the second and the third recall that really kill
Oh,
you.
just looking at the hand. Let's see
Get
what we
probe.
got here.
We got Polluted Delta, the dinosaur, Neoform, and Shieldred.
Neoform, I've been really high on for Abhorrent Oculus.
It's a sleeper card. It is a sleeper card. So I remember the modern matchups playing this with Grizzlebrand combo and Nourishing Shoal.
Yeah.
And it always made for such interesting games. But Neoform can sack this Bogwat troll, go get a 4-drop, and
She notably like just Shieldred next turn. I think is pretty strong.
yeah, unless the Caracas hits the battlefield.
Yeah, again.
It can happen, but maybe it is Shieldred, hold back the Neoform. The problem is when you draw a dead Neoform, you know?
Yeah.
You really hard pressed with Neoform just sitting in your hand doing nothing. And I've definitely been in that position where I'm like, why am I running this card? I need to cut it yesterday, man. This is so awful. I got just beating myself up over running Neoform. But
well, you also were playing very few creatures in that deck, right? Like, I really like it when you have a bunch of mana dorks that you can always sack, because the 2-drops in green are so hateful, you know?
It was in my Nadu combo deck. And
oh, there's plenty of creatures in that deck.
Yeah, problem is I found Nadu, or I was able to get to Nadu quicker than Neoform could get to it, because you can't go from 1 to 2. You have to do a 2-drop to 3-drop.
Yeah.
My 2-drops were always wins with Nadu. I think there was like 1 or 2 that I was okay seeing go, but
the 3-drop evolution card is good because you like play a mana dork, sacrifice it, get the 3-drop. I was playing both of those cards in a lot of like universal creature shooters in my Stifle Knot deck earlier this year, and I found that just getting a Abhorrent Oculus was a lot of times just better. You know, like I need to distribute the creatures, and I had the Nadu combo in there too, and I was like, I just want this 5/5 that creates more 2/2s on turn 2 or 3. You know,
no, you're right.
That was good enough to win a lot of games.
Abhorrent Oculus can win games on its own if it's left unchecked. You know, a 5/5 flyer that makes bodies age.
Wasteland probably okay. Not going to use the Wasteland.
I knew. Yep.
She probably has a counter spell for the Shieldred coming up.
So,
or she just wants to go straight into fourth math.
Spellseeker. This is an all-star, in my opinion, for this format. It used to be a point a while ago, but now we decided that Merchant Scroll is the point. I think that's correct to have Merchant Scroll be the point as opposed to Spellseeker. But now Spellseeker gets to grab her either 4th, which is, high blood pressure inducing card for Adelaide, or we get to see.
I don't even know if 4th is good on this field, right?
It's not, is the thing. So now we just need a response. She's looking at Swords to Plowshares right now, and
Shieldred's a 4/5. You'd have to keep up 2
she
of
left
those
up
guys and the Shieldred to block the Shieldred and trade.
If you were to search any instant or sorcery right now, the grab would definitely be Flame of Anor. But she does not have that right now. With Merchant Scroll, she could get Flame of Anor. Grabs the Swords to Plowshare. She did not leave a white untapped. That was, that's going to be a blunder later. But
maybe she might have a counter spell here.
Yeah, 2 mana counter or 1 blue counter spell. So that's a good point. But
Or just like a lightning bolt for the 3/1. I guess you're fine with trading with the like.
Yeah, or
Siobhan's
like
not playing like flicker.
if
Infinite
Adelaide,
turns.
I think here's the play. She's gonna attempt to neoform the
Okay.
Bogwart, and
This
then
would be a
she's
perfect
gonna
counterspell opportunity. Okay.
she's gonna bolt it in response. It resolves. Okay.
She can't bolt in response because it's part of the casting.
Oh, it's an additional cost. I
Yeah.
forget that.
And if she just bolts it on the upkeep, she plays the 4-drop instead. But I wonder if she drew like a 2-drop to combination with this. What do we have here?
Grief.
Grief. Okay, just wanting to get cards out of hand.
We'll get whatever you tutored
Attack
right
that
out.
swords that you can't use.
All right.
This is this is potential to be like a high IQ play here.
Bolting it
she
in
has bolt.
response, but the ETB still persists.
Yeah.
Notably, the 1/1 counter is huge here as well. It's eaten that whole bolt.
Yeah.
Right, so a bolt gets eaten, and now I believe looking here we got swords, cling to dust. The other two cards are
Ragavan, and I think that's the Planeswalker to Fairy, three Fairy.
3 fairy. Okay,
I could be wrong.
so
I think Ragavan is not doing much. Cling to Dust is not doing much.
depending.
Swords, yeah.
Swords,
That's right. Yeah, it is
alrighty.
a 3 Fairy there.
Alrighty,
3
so-
Fairy's gonna be irritating because she doesn't have any aggression on the field. Like she can't attack it next turn if Siobhan plays.
yeah.
Hopefully she has like a 2-drop in her hand. No.
Alrighty, we'll see.
Notably, that dinosaur kills that Spellseeker the turn she plays it.
No, but
She also is at risk of getting off of 4 mana with this play.
now
With
we
that,
see an interesting thing where she can dash Ragavan here, which is the play. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dash
Okay.
in a Raggy.
She might have something here.
Yeah. But this becomes immune to the Negwin counters. But here's the response with Bowmasters.
Okay.
Well,
That's why she played the 2-drops because she had the Bowmasters. I think this is a smart play here.
Yes, and so we'll.
Oh,
For
kills them
2?
both?
How does she kill both?
Did she draw?
Oh, she blocks.
Oh, she
Sure,
blocked because
she-
she attacked
she-
already. Okay, yeah.
She
yeah.
shoots one, Ragavan attacks, and then she blocks with the token.
Yeah.
I see now. Okay, and then Wastelands, the land she just searched up, which is undoubtedly blue.
Now she's in a fine position if she plays the
No, there's the token. So, how'd she kill both of them?
now 3 Fairy's not doing much here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So she brings that back and
Oh,
just
okay.
shoots the Ragavan before combat. Very, very good. No, but that would have been cool to do or something. Tap here, draws what looks like a land. Yep. And now she's in shielded range. Now we're gonna start seeing some real damage dealt.
Okay, we have a fetch. Maybe she drew the counter spell here.
She is within counterspell magic.
I wonder if she's surveilling.
This is the problem with the surveil lands is that they're huge value game changers, but at the
Right.
same time they do not get you the card.
A Terminus would be really nice right now.
Terminus
She
would
is
do the
playing
job.
Mystical Tutor Terminus.
No, you're right. It is a
It's
surveil.
a surveil.
Looking for something next turn.
No cards in a 1 card in hand for Adelaide. It's that dinosaur that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
Notably kills the Spellseeker the turn it comes out.
yeah, but we're gonna see how that works out here.
She might want to keep it in case of the board wipe.
We
Deck
will
lists are
surveil.
available, so Adelaide knows probably more than we know about Siobhan's deck.
Yeah.
Drew another land?
Oh my
man.
goodness, this is not looking good for Siobhan right now. But weird.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She doesn't.
She
she's not
doesn't kill her
displaying
on board.
lethal. Yeah.
She does not kill her on board, but we need to start seeing 3 fairy comes out and bounces.
Willing to draw the
shielded.
card. Okay.
Well, it bounces then draws,
Yeah.
so she doesn't have to take the 2.
Might lose her Spellseeker here. Oh, it just kills the. That's smart.
I see, and then the token goes up to 2. Wow, this is. I'm not saying. Yeah, no, it is desperate. This is
Right. That was smart because now the dinosaur can take care of the 1/1
Yeah.
instead of the other way around. You get an extra point of damage against your opponent here.
Right. So now, yep, we take care of that. Swing in for 3. And Adelaide is commanding the position right now. This can all change on a whim. We're going to see another surveil here from Siobhan.
Like an Horn Oculus really like saves this board, you know?
The problem is they'll become unblockable because of the dinosaur. So
well, the 2/2 can block. If you put the counter on the 5/5.
yeah, the 5/5 won't be able to block for the turn, and then
I wonder what the wording is. I wonder if she gets like a big creature with 1/1 counters. If the neg one just cancels
but
out.
she gets a land untapped notably here. I think that's a bad land.
She run out of surveils.
I doubt it. I think she has something to do here on the instant. No, maybe she needed the red mana, red black specific, and doesn't have a surveil.
That's a non-land in her hand.
All right, we got six
passes.
6 mana untapped pass against a board state that is.
A Cryptic Command would go sick.
Cryptic Command would be the play. Cast Shieldred, die. No, we don't see Cryptic. She takes it.
2. Shieldred.
And then we see Shieldred come out. And it's go time. Oh, she did not fetch notably last turn.
Okay.
Fatal Push. Okay.
Okay.
I see how she was playing that strategically. She wanted to Fatal Push after the fetch.
She needs a miracle here. Adelaide did commit her cards onto the field.
We do need Terminus here, but I do think that was the correct play from Adelaide here. Is
to die on her draw step if she's
right. The problem. This is. I don't mean to meat ride myself, but this is why I love Flash Hulk. Is it's in hand, so it's like you need hand attack or you're dead next turn.
Right.
As opposed to it's on the board. It's so interactable. It's not even.
What
fun.
is Fatal Push gonna do against you? What's nice about your deck is your opponent starts with 5 cards in hand most of the time. Because 2 of the cards do nothing against you. Oh, another fetch land that's unusable.
Yeah, currently unusable, and a mental misstep. Oh, clings to dust.
Game 3. Okay, still dead on board, but allows her to fetch. She just passes. She puts a card down.
She has mental misstep.
She's pretending.
Yeah, the bluff.
I guess she can do it again from the graveyard. So she can gain 3 more, go to 7.
Oh, that's a good point because
take 6 here. Yeah, this is oh, can she fetch here?
She goes to 3, and then
she can't fetch here.
She'll gain 3.
4,
so 1, 2,
5,
3,
6.
4, 5. Yeah. They counted that. It's an unfetchable card, and it didn't look like she had the other black source. So game 3 goes to Adelaide. We're
2-1
currently, and we're gonna go into game 4 with Adelaide in the commanding position currently.
Adelaide coming in as our last qualifier, lowest seed technically, and she's winning the semifinals here.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx anything, but crazy performance.
I agree. It is definitely showing a lot here. So we're gonna go into game 4, see how it takes off. So I was having this debate with Genesis the other day. For those of you who don't know, Genesis is our local boogeyman. He just shows up and tries to make people play really good Magic. He'll show you.
He's probably our most winningest player, the most wins this year.
I'd argue experienced as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time in the format.
And not just format, in Magic in general. I mean,
and he really likes these blue-based tempo mid-range decks that have an alternative combo win or an alternative Tinker win.
Tinker is a favorite of his, yes. Or he was telling me he was planning, if he was going to show up today, he would bring Blue Moon. And that was the deck I was also tossing around with him as well.
I'll be honest, there was 3 monocolored decks. It surprised me. I thought my Blue Moons were going to be very good, but most people didn't bring.
Yeah, the Blue Moon matchup wound up dead. So we see Bristly Bill, Horn Oculus. Wow, a lot of heat. And then an Animate Dead in Adelaide. That's what I noticed. For those of you at home,
there was a Questing Beast in Adelaide's hand as well.
Very commanding hand with some good lands. Both keep on 7.
The dream is you play Questing Beast right after they play the One Ring.
Yes. And then here, holy smoke.
This looks like the draw.
Oh, this is Sam's Vision. Yes. Scry 2, draw a card. I hate this card. I can't lie. It's a sorcery speed. You look at 3 cards, and it used to be a modern all-star until we got Opt and Consider in the format. But
The surveil one as well really helped.
yeah, consider
Yeah.
that replaced, because we used to run opt as opposed to this when opt got printed in Ixalan, and then consider changed. Well, consider came out the same time Modern Horizons 2 came out, so those were all game
I'll
changers.
be honest with you, you're gonna hate this. I'm not the biggest fan of cantrips at all. You know, like
I couldn't tell, man. That aggro game, that cardless sheet, see you ever show up to our LGSs with blue in your deck whatsoever.
one mana is way too much. You know,
Well, when
for
you
a draw, nah, we don't want cantrips.
so what you're hearing here is somebody spoiled by the card Lightning Bolt. When if it can't deal 3 damage and count down the clock, I only get to look at 3 cards. You know, like what are we doing? It's funny, but I thoroughly enjoy my cantrips. I've seen them.
We're just playing very different games. Like your second best flash is not very good. You know,
Yeah.
my second best lightning bolt is pretty good. You know, so like I'd rather just have redundancy than
The thing is-
selection. You know,
yeah,
and you'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
have the selection in most of the decks that you like to play.
Yeah. The thing is, there is no second best flash in my deck. I have a second best Protein Hulk.
Exactly.
I have a second best Tutor for flash.
Which is why your points are mostly tutors and mine's mostly fast mana.
Yeah. That spread does add.
Classic draw, go, fetch, and just veils. We're playing
Mhm.
some Magic here.
Yeah.
Probably the hardest part about this format is shuffling 100 cards.
Yeah, but you get used to that, and everybody's a commander player nowadays, so they learn how to shuffle 100 cards first. But then it's like, oh, you got to double sleeve these? I don't know. It's like, yeah, bro, you got like $3,000 in here. You're double sleeving this today.
This last fall, I feel like we've been getting several new players who have
Mhm.
never played Magic before. Like their first format is Canadian Highlander,
Yes.
and it's really cool seeing these like young kids, like young kids. I mean like teenage to like 20-year-olds. You know, like
Right. Target demographic.
playing this format for the first time, and
Mm.
like you'll say something like, "Oh, have you seen classic staple in Magic?" And they're like, "What?" You know, like it's quite cool. Like, have you ever heard of a Force of Will? And they're like, "No, what's that do?"
It's called Legacy Staples.
Yeah.
It's definitely some hard cards. Hard to see that one, but it remains on top after the surveil. I'm gonna see here. Yeah, I definitely love me good bug matchups. I remember vintage games playing bug mid range that were just atrociously disgusting. And we see a Bristly Bill. Hopefully, there's a backup fetch land in the hand or in the deck.
She's playing a lot of them with the 3-color deck. You know, most
You
of
get
3-color
9.
deck is playing a lot. Yeah.
You get 9, 10 if you leave room for Prismatic Vista, but on average, you are running 10 or 9. I'm sorry, and 3 colors. Pfeiffer and I broke the fetch land numbers down to a T one day, I remember, and we have seen just like how you spread your fetch lands out, because they are just huge game changers.
Yeah.
Like I definitely ran a lot of land builds where I was like, okay, a fetch land wins me the game, but a basic or just a tap land does nothing for me right now.
I feel like recently I've been cutting shock lands. Like unless I play 2 colors, I feel like I'm constantly cutting these shocks, because when I put in all of my fetch lands, all of my dual lands, and all of my surveil lands that I want, I only have room for like my basics and a couple like really great utility lands.
Yeah,
And I'm almost never want to fetch for these shock lands.
Shocklands were also on the downfall before the surveillance came out price wise, and those really set the precedent. Because I remember when Shocklands, when Return to Ravnica came out, they all jumped to $20+
Yeah.
And beforehand they were $5, $1 bulk rares. I could get a original Ravnica City of Guild, or it was like Guild Crash or something, Breeding Pool foil for $20, and the non-foil for $1. After that, the foil was about $350, and the regular was just, I think, max price like $60, $40 for the newest printing.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane price gouging from the Shocklands.
I've also just been valuing like basics a lot more. You know, like even when I'm like even when I'm playing decks where like I'm splashing a color, like a monocolor deck splashing,
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think I take the shock lands because when I take, my 5 fetches,
Mm-hmm.
my surveil, and my duel, like I don't find there's much else to there's not much room for the else.
Yeah. In the game, Normalize was cast on Bristly Bill, so that hits a crisp exile right there off of that. Normalize has been a favorite card of mine
Ooh.
recently. And then a Wasteland off of her black red or black green land, her
Yeah.
Underground Mortuary. Now, it was a correct gauge
Oh.
by Siobhan.
See, sometimes you maybe don't make that call because Bristly Bill kind of represents, oh, I have lands in my hand. Okay, she got out of it with an extra land,
And now
but she
there
basically
it
time
goes.
walked with that wasteland.
She did time walk with that, and now she's in a position to command.
Yeah. Frazier,
Since
our
the two
judge, is
players
here.
since the two players had a moment of, wait, we're so focused we don't even remember. This is game 4. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes. This is
Not
game
game
4.
4.
Frazier.
Yes.
So, when they went to Unholy Heat the Daunthy Voidwalker,
I think it was Lightning Bolt.
Unholy Heat should get exiled under Daunthy Voidwalker because damage.
Yes.
So it didn't. It went to the graveyard, and in that case,
Did that end up mattering?
It
The
mattered a
Murktide-
lot because Murktide was 1 higher than the monstrosity attacking,
Mm-hmm.
and she went to 0 cards in hand to get the Abhorrent Oculus. So
Or
she
0
wouldn't have
cards
been
in the
able-
graveyard.
0 cards in the graveyard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was like it did quite matter.
Okay, yeah.
But is that correct?
Yes, if it's damage,
You deal damage. The spell resolves damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
the spell resolves damage is marked on the creature.
Right.
The spell goes to the graveyard, or in this case, to exile.
Exile.
Then the creature dies. Well, if it's like, not Doomblade, it's a black creature, but Murder or something,
yeah.
the spell was on the stack when the creature's put on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, I did not think of that at the time.
Yeah.
I apologize.
We're too
don't
far
worry.
in, so we'll see how it plays out.
Cool. Thanks, Frazier.
Yeah, so we see a Baleful Strix here.
Frazier, our MVP,
MVP
judging
judge,
all
yes.
of our weeklies, came in for this year end as well.
He always knows the rules, knows exactly how to get it done. No, he's a very good judge.
He always brings Dan if we have a bye.
Yeah, or his own Canlander deck, and for the longest time we were all sick of his Breached Lotus control.
He would be like, "Oh, you have the bye, let's play Breach," and we're like, "I don't know."
Like
I'll bring Nadu combo if you want to play on the side. No, I'm good. I'll take a bathroom break.
The thing is, like, for me, these were matchups I needed to play against.
That's true.
These were matchups I was like, oh, thank you. I need practice against these,
I love a Baleful Strix right now.
Baleful Strix is my favorite card in this game.
This skeleton, too, has been great. Yeah, it's pretty smart to remove that now.
It's exiled under the enchantment.
Having access to her graveyard, but not, like, getting it removed over and over again is important for some of her threats.
I agree.
And it also just turns into a 4/4 and is a possible of reanimating some of those cards that we've seen already.
Yeah.
The troll, like hitting in for a random 10 damage.
Out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Menace ×3. So you really got to start, like, counting it out. Notably here, Adelaide won't be able to start attacking unless she's fine losing this to the Strix. So, this Strix used to be an all-star in Legacy as well.
Adelaide also has answers to this enchantment as well. She's playing some green enchantment removal, so it's possible for her to get that skeleton back.
Yeah, this is very true.
But this all just kind of like buys time for Siobhan, and the longer the game goes, the more likely that because she has bigger threats, she has bigger spells.
Mm-hmm.
She can drown out with advantage.
This is very, very true.
Well, Adelaide is fine with just like 3 lands,
Mm-hmm.
Tap your lands, play a 3-drop, enjoy.
Yep. There's a lot of advantage here.
How many cards we got in hand? 3 or 4 here?
It's looking like 5.
5, okay.
Let's see, you just churn and burn, you're used to your 3 or 4, but it's almost like healthy hand sizes.
Oh, you got 1 card? No, 4. Oh, man.
She should have a full grip because she's been missing her land drops.
Yeah.
So, not a land.
Okay.
Now she's
She has the reanimate spell.
There's no creatures
There's
though,
nothing in the
no
graveyard.
entomb.
Oh, Bristly Bill went to the exile.
Yeah, so it's and besides, no land drops are hitting either.
Okay,
We're gonna fatal push the bird.
hoping that 2 damage gets through. Do you counter this? You probably
You
do.
counter it with mental misstep, but you don't counter it with anything else.
You're kind of depending
Yeah.
on what you got in hand, you know.
Of course. But from what I've seen in my experience, if I have the mental misstep, I'll
Yeah.
counter it. Otherwise, sure.
Here's the play: reanimate the
Strix.
to get the extra card draw.
But it's a 0/1. Oh,
What do we got here?
Tamio.
Tamio's been a dominant force in our meta recently.
She deserves that. I don't think she deserves a point yet. We haven't seen something crazy drop, but she is a threat.
Tamio in 1 is just like it's less so right now, but Tamio in 1 just blanks a lot of decks. It's very hard to deal with. Even a Krakus you're going 1 and 1 for. You can respond to the Krakus with like a brainstorm to negate it.
Or you can crack a clue.
And then the plus on Tamio, it blanks so many attacks.
I know.
Aggro really struggles in this format because there's so many cards that just blank things.
Yeah.
And you really gotta like curtail your aggro decks to reach, to go big. Almost timmy your aggro decks a little bit.
You need that balance.
Right. You need the random 5/5 Carnage Interpreter, you know? Like
here's the Entomb from Adelaide.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Entomb into her reanimation spell.
Oh,
but there's fighting 6 untapped mana here.
I think what she gets here is Arcana Cruelty.
Seeing seeing your opponent play Otawara when they have 5 untapped mana is
that's
a representation that they probably have something. You know, if they have a lot of cards in hand and they play Otawara, like that means that they have other answers in their hand.
For sure. Or you just don't want to miss. I would rather play Otawara than miss a land drop in the control matchup.
I'm curious if she has like an unearth in her hand as well, so she can unearth the frog, discard a big thing, reanimate that thing. But we'll see what's going on here. Maybe she needs a card draw. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe this frog is just a hedging the bets because she's not playing like frog combo or anything. Ooh. I think she just drew another. I think she drew an earth.
Very well could be.
Okay,
Swings for 2, and then we're gonna see the unearth here. Yes, there's unearth. Very nice foil. And then she's gonna exile it and gain 3 life. Wow, just undone everything. What hindsight would you cycle it?
No. Because you have the other reanimation spell in your hand, I think you just have to do it this way.
Sure. Alrighty. Go to 2 clues. Okay.
Cracking them both.
Or maybe? No, she's representing 1 tapped, 1 untapped because of the ability from Miss Spider-Man saying creatures and artifacts all enter.
Clues don't need a tap to activate though.
No, but it can matter for. Maybe it doesn't matter.
You got any water bending cards in your deck?
Yeah, watch out.
Okay, another 2. Okay.
Oh, she's just eating that.
The lower life total is the better for Adelaide.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 mana, big spell coming. 5. Oh, this is pretty rough.
Exile. Hard cast. And now we start seeing Doom spelled for Adelaide.
This is a hard spot to come back from.
It is. It very, very much is.
The lifelink is going to matter for Siobhan a lot too. She has the ability to flip Tamio whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Cling to Dust is still in the graveyard in case you get some miraculous play.
Some BS, yeah. Top bottom draws.
And she just has all the mana to do whatever she wants.
Looks like she drew a lightning bolt there, so
perfect card when your opponent only has 2 mana to cast creatures.
Oh, I know. It's just spelling doom. I think Adelaide just got very unlucky with these draws here. She had a chance for glory.
Honestly, the strip mine is really what won it like turn 2. You know,
that turn 2 strip.
If she had 3 mana this whole time, it would have been a very different game.
Yeah, now we're gonna start seeing some life gain.
Good heads up play by Siobhan on turn 2 or turn 3.
Notably, she didn't attack with the Tameo, so maybe she's okay with 2 clues, or she's about to sack both clues now. Draw. Oh, she had the preordained beforehand, so that's her 3rd card.
Yeah.
And now this is, each nail in the coffin is just spelling more and more destruction. We're going to see a last ditch here from her unlicensed heresy. So,
Honestly, one of those cards that can kind of build up and threaten something, but I don't know if this is where you want to be.
it's definitely, that is a correct take that
Yeah,
cling to dust.
play it now before they can cast it.
Yeah. And so now she's got a 2/2.
Oh, she can cast in response, right? Yeah. Should have waited.
And now she's gonna escape. Yeah, the thing is, when you cast it from the graveyard, it goes on the stack before you have a chance to exile it. So, like,
What's funny is she can escape the baleful, so then nothing goes under the
yeah.
hearse.
And so those are the targets, and
A
now
little premature, but I think that's
there was
fine.
no point for her to respond. Cling to
Yeah.
Dust always maintains that priority of being castable from the graveyard, like not needing to be targeted in the graveyard or anything, just straight casted. So, looks like she exiled that, and she's going to get to draw another card off of it. Very, very well done. Yeah.
Yeah, control deck with 7 lands. Not great spot.
No, against 2. Luckily, it's going to be 2/2, and she's on the play, so that she will have that advantage going into game 5.
I'm surprised how many games, went the distance here. Like, we didn't have very many, like, complete blowouts.
Yeah.
Everyone got a game in our bracket so far.
This is very, very true.
A lot of game 5s.
A lot of game 5s. I had my falters every now and then.
Siobhan needs to gain 3 here, but I don't think it's going to matter here.
Yeah.
Returning the wizard modal card to her hand.
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you're in a winning position, why do anything but just get more interaction in your hand,
See, that's another card.
Your opponent can only play 1 spell a turn.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we got 3 fairy who's going to bounce unlicensed heresy. No, she just upticks goes. That's such a scary position to be living in.
I think she pointed at Solitude like, I'm not sure if I gained my life. She didn't gain her life. They're trying to figure it out.
Or if she lost her life. And she was 17 to 14, and now this is the 2nd attack. So this is correct. And then Siobhan does gain this life back. So yes, she attacks, and then it is Adelaide's turn.
I think we're going to get a concede here. Unless she's got like a discard, reanimate card.
All right.
Like discard return next turn, but I think that's still too slow. Oh. Discard. Oh, is that the? Oh, that's Questing Beast.
Questing Beast.
That she was playing the Dredge 6 card.
No. Golgari Grave Troll.
Yeah.
No, good Questing Beast hit, and then we got 2 cards for Unlicensed Heresy.
Yeah. Some perfect cards for Siobhan in this format is like Flage in this matchup. Really, really goes hard against Adelaide's deck.
Yeah. Notably, Questing Beast is only going to deal 2 damage this turn. Think about that. Because it gets a -0/-1 from the Animate Dead, and then another -1 -0 from Tameo. So you're not getting the dividends you're hoping for. The thing is, and she can't kill either Planeswalker off the bat. Does she simply leave it back? Oh, I guess it has Vigilance, so there's no reason for her to leave it back. And it's just,
waste one of them.
3 mana. Alrighty, now we've got a game.
We what is it, like turn 10? We finally see Adelaide at 3 mana.
Yeah, she's dumping it, but there's gonna be a counter spell here.
Yeah, there's so many answers.
Oh my goodness, I want to say it hurts to watch, but it's up.
I respect that she's like fighting still.
Of course, you have to when you're in this mode. You've got to make everything count. Yeah. You have to make your opponent work for it.
Okay.
Slams the Animate Dead.
Gets the Questing Beast. If this works, she gets to kill both. No. Yeah.
Force of Will,
Force of Will.
hard cast, and she
Okay,
concedes.
okay.
Alrighty. We're now going
Makes
to
sense.
game 5. Both players have been playing very, very well.
Game 5.
And now we're going to see how this matchup plays up.
I viewed what's cool about some of the combo and control decks. So I kind of view Siobhan's deck more similar to your deck in terms of I'm just trying to play Fourth Aerlingus and win. I'm just trying to play a Pornoculus and win, right? She has a
Right.
few cards that are kind of one card combos, and the
Mhm.
rest of it you could have kind of pick. Do you want the rest of your deck to be interaction? Do you want the rest of your deck to be more tutors?
Right.
Do you want
That's the balance of these Jeskai and Jeskai
Yeah.
Black. These decks very much are the balance. A while back when we had Jeskai Green in the format where you had an unpointed Midskimbu and an unpointed Renin 6,
Yeah.
you just went ham wild with those. It's like I either draw gold or I draw a way to get gold. And it's going to happen either
And
way.
your urgency is less, when you're playing the type of way that Siobhan's playing. It's you don't necessarily need a part of your combo in your deck or a tutor in your deck. You get to kind of play these interaction cards, draw a bunch of cards, and you will find it eventually.
You will.
Mm-hmm. While your deck, you're playing similar interaction, but you have to have flash to win.
Right. I am. The thing is, I have such a good rush to the win, so it works out really well.
You sacrifice a little bit of consistency and win conditions for more consistency with your tutors. Yeah. And you win on the spot, Siobhan will play a Pornoculus and she has to wait,
Go to your upkeep,
but we have to wait 4 more turns.
Go to your upkeep. Let's see what you do.
Because there's the possibility if your opponent draws the perfect card 4 times in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. This is where my gambling instinct kicks in. It's when I draw that perfect card, that's me winning everything on black.
I think you need to play my Madness deck because let me tell you the thrill of drawing 4, discarding 3 at random.
See, you need to draw 4, or you need to make sure you have too many variables. I just need to draw 1 good card.
We have an upside down land in Siobhan's hand. Powerful move.
Oh.
I didn't see any of those cards. I saw a couple colors. Okay, we got fetch land.
Delta go. Alrighty. This is where all the action happens. Unless it doesn't, then it doesn't. But we're going to see. Trop Island go.
Get that stifle play? No.
I see. Sleight of hand.
Very forgotten. It's one of those cards. So, there's several cards that have been printed in the past for Magic where if you try to do a quick, simple, search tool to figure out, 1 mana cantrips, cards like Sleight of Hand, you might forget. You might not miss because it doesn't say draw a card on it. It says look at the top 2, put 1 in your hand.
Right. Old cantrips.
There's a lot of these cards that you gotta if you're playing an artifact deck, there's a lot of cards that make artifacts that don't say artifact on it. Clues, all those sorts of things.
Right. So
Bargain is an artifact mechanic, technically,
Bargain, right.
It's how do you search for these cards,
Right.
Very difficult when you have hundreds of thousands of cards to look through.
Right. You gotta. That's why I tend to always take a look at the meta, see what the pros have discovered works really well, and it's all right, can I add my own niche thing? Do I disagree with any of their picks? All right, here's how we'll switch this and that up. But sleight of hand, I remember when Opt was still a card played in Modern, but before Consider, some people ran sleight of hand over Opt, or they ran 2
Mox
sleight
on
of
top.
hands.
This will be really good for Adelaide. This is game 5, notably. Whoever wins this match takes it all, goes to the finals, fights Max or Boogeyman.
They get to learn what a 4-turn clock is.
Land first, just in case there's a... Ooh.
There's the Mox. Mox Jet, is it? The Black Mox?
Yes.
All right, double black. Here's Dwathi. Oh, not quite.
Emperor Bones, also good. Start attacking that graveyard. I'm really liking this format that we have soft answers. So this card is a soft answer to graveyard decks. It's not like we're playing. It's not like if you're playing a graveyard deck, you have to fight against Graph Digger's Cage. You have to fight against Dante Boardwalker. You know?
So here's draw Scry 2, Serum's Vision.
Is she looking for a land? What is she looking for? Ooh, Culligan's commanded one of the cards she was looking at. She just doesn't have the mana colors.
No, she's completely out of the color spectrum for it. But we're gonna see how this plays out.
Oh, a force too? Does she not have an answer to the skeleton?
No, the skeleton already resolved. But a destruction spell that might not be.
Top.
Oh,
I
then
don't know
she
what
has to have a land.
She's got to have land.
She has to have a land, otherwise this is destruction for her.
Another thing that stinks about playing cantrips is if you lose, you know why. It's because you scried wrong. You know.
Yeah. No, you've got. There's been a lot of times where I've
I don't want to lose to myself. I want to lose to my opponent.
Right, where a preordain was better than a ponder, or a ponder is better than a preordain, and you don't always get them when you want. Oh, she bottoms.
Bottom. Okay.
All right, we've got mystery draws.
A newer Magic player would see Force OL and just automatically top it. So
yeah,
good.
All right.
On her.
Here's Caracas.
Oh, a 3 or 4 drop though coming from Adelaide. It's gonna have 2 threats on board possibly.
Oh, it's gonna hit hard.
The problem with facing mid-range stacks is like every turn they're gonna play something good, you know?
Right,
and you consistency of every card being a good card in your deck is really hard to fight.
The check matchups were always my favorite.
Ooh,
Skews, double hate. So we got two 2/2s for 2. So we're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna swing for 2.
Okay.
So
could have buffed up, but saving it. Ooh.
All right, 1 terminus, and this is over. 1 terminus, and Adeline's got to pick it up. But currently, Adeline is in the position to command.
Still doesn't have the right mana for Kolaghan's command. Kolaghan is a 2-for-1 in this board state right now.
But she needs 2 more lands is the problem, because her mana isn't fixed properly. So this might cost her later down the line. But
card going to the graveyard, I'm not sure why. Was that discard to hand size?
It was.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Okay, the bottom was to find lands.
That's rough. I bet she was debating the force of will if she should leave up that interaction in case something really heinous came down on Adeline's side. But I think looking for lands in this position is proper. And she didn't she bottom the Kolaghan's command as well?
Oh, she did. You're right.
We're looking for other answers currently.
Meanwhile, the consistency of Adelaide's deck, it's going to be threat.
Yeah. Sucks for Siobhan here.
Whoa.
Exile.
Oh, okay. I thought she passed.
Heck no. It was just an exile. Take 5.
In some cases, you might just buff the skeleton just so you
deal damage.
Just you can start hitting for 4.
Let's see what Siobhan targets here, because
there's an argument to like not playing certain cards if it's not going to change your. Okay, there's a swords here.
Swords. Oh, and we got a response. Legolas. Quick reflexes. It untaps it.
And split second. This is one of my favorite cards to come out recently.
It's been interesting. I cannot lie. We had it for...
It's another card that just says we should be playing more, interaction on this protection magic.
She forgot to untap her...
It's probably not going to matter, right?
Well, we're about to see, because we just hit land 3.
Your third land.
She's taking the 2. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, 1 miracle and it's over, though,
Right, but, it's...
You got to think, too, she left up 3 mana. There's probably, like, an opposition agent. No? Nothing?
Well, she doesn't have the black mana for opposition. Okay, and now we remembered that creature needed to untap. Wonderful. All right.
Maybe a Bowmasters. There's several cards to be scared of at flash speed.
There's another disgusting flavor text on Legolas's quick reflexes, where it's if this creature would tap again this turn, it deals damage. So
and since it's a split second card, you can cast it in your main phase and your opponent can't respond to it.
I know. So you tap your dork that's also like a 12/12 or something. Add mana. All right, I untap. Good luck. I'll tap it, add mana, and hit you for a bunch.
Attacking again.
All righty. We got to keep that pressure on. Good on Adeline. All right, we're going to see here.
Okay.
Snappy 4.
But there's nothing in the grave. Oh, there is.
There is. The thing is, it can get exiled.
So in response to targeting the... So she goes to combat.
All right, before combat, before attackers are declared, she's going to target that, but her skews can answer it.
Yep. If she remembers.
She didn't see the line.
Okay. I mean, she might have a 4-drop in her hand.
Oh, And then...
Oh, but now she...
Yeah.
She's going to get 2 for 1, or 2 for 1 here, yeah.
And, oh, I don't think she took that 1. Off of the might.
The might.
Might's got 1 pressure. All right.
5 mana, though. That's big for this deck.
That is big. And then we see here...
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
How many mites can we get?
Enough. And then we start, gaining life, exiling stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and then...
Make a might.
Make a might.
Make a might.
Mega Knight.
Mega.
Judge. I'm a Mega Man.
Get this might. Give this man an insect. Oh, you gonna pay 2?
She is.
She did pay 2.
And then we're gonna swing for 2.
Okay.
But think about it. She'd...
It's a fetch land. So we're gonna get another trigger. We're gonna get 3 mites. The 3 might play. The fabled.
Well, it's
3 might play.
2 mites, I think. You play 1 might, pay the mana, fetch, go get a land, ETB trigger, pay another might. So we have 3 mites on board. I see what you're saying. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot, but
that's 6 life.
That is 6 life, but unless we get miracled 2 bejesus. No, she should have taken 2. There we go.
The might is one of my favorite cards to come out too. Like I saw that card, and Urza Saga Find the Might is like one of my favorite play patterns.
Mm-hmm. And it's forcing... Green is seeping its way into the artifact lists. Yeah. This hasn't been seen in a while, because you've traditionally, for the commander players, have had Brea, or you exclude it for an Esper artifact list, but these...
Green really gives you like the land tutors.
That's a big
one. Which
was
great, but now we're getting like more mid-range green artifact cards.
Now what the freak is this one? I cannot see or read it. Never seen that artwork.
It looks like a Barrogoyf.
Oh.
Which is a 3/4 lifelink.
Problem card. Do we have an answer? Just another land. Now we're getting the reverse problem. Oh, can we out-might her? Can we?
I mean, if you block with all your mites,
Can we beat them?
This might work.
A
fetch in response to a fetch?
Stifled or Tishana's? No, she has 2 mana. Tail's End? We have enough legendary creatures.
Maybe she's killing the might before she gets the trigger.
Oh. Yeah. Anyways, and then, but she'll still have the insect maker, so now she just has insects.
She'll gain 2 here.
Oh, if she remembers to sack, or she just took it.
It doesn't have to sack it to get the 2. It's just whenever it dies.
Oh, you're right.
That's why the might I enjoy so much is because
it's just whenever it hits the yard. You're right.
It's good when you want to interact with your opponent, but also if they're just being aggressive, you block, you hopefully trade, and you gain 2. Like it's usually at least 1 for 1s for a lightning bolt.
But another notable thing here, since it was a bolt and artifact was put into the graveyard, Goyf is now 5, so we don't have blockable mana. So.
Well, we'll get an extra might here, which is nice.
Yeah, but you gotta trade your whole board for 1 Barrogoyf.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm making that trade. We gotta find better answers, but we will see. All right, very interacty, very good. I think control finally controlled.
I don't know. How many cards are in Siobhan's hand?
Not enough.
Adelaide just had all lands to follow up, basically. I mean, if you think about, she's been playing fetch land, fetch land, fetch land.
I mean, it works, especially for that card. She's got a half an army on, and I guess if she attacks with Barrogoyf, she can... Oh, but she gains so much life off of Goyf. It won't matter. The deficit is too huge. Wow.
It's going to be a bummer if she watches this back after a loss, because...
And 4th on 3. No. Good night. I think this spells destruction. I think we'll... Yeah. Knowing there's 1 card in hand, not a lot of answers. Alrighty, so we got 3 2/2s against...
There's no way to block it all if she attacks with everything.
She's leaving Goyf up.
2,
She wants the
4,
Monarch.
5. Okay, she just takes it, which is smart. You know, I guess in this scenario, she has 5 damage if she can remove a Barrowglyph and attack and get 3 damage. You know, like this is your like dream scenarios, right? But they're still interesting that they're an option for her. Also, just like a Entomb Reanimate is always an option for her.
I think Toxic Deluge would be my dream draw.
But like Monarch, you attack, take Monarch, and then blow up the board.
Toxic, yes, sir.
Okay.
There we go. Hard cast Milfour, get a creature.
That's a creature that blocks Barrowglyph.
All right, Wasi Tong. Oh my goodness! Now we have the options.
She has 2 mana up.
But if she has a black card, she can grief.
She doesn't have the mana for Wong. I can never say this.
Wasi Tong
for the bird, but Bowmasters as well.
This is a choice. The nice thing about this enchantment guy is that he can get
next turn as well.
Excuse me. He can get anything back. It's not from among the milled cards. It's just whatever's in the graveyard. So she's stacked that for next turn, unless this mega graveyard hate comes in.
Okay, land.
Plays a tap land.
Gets another insect.
Makes a sect. And now she has 5 for the Barrowglyph, maintains her 1/1 dude, and has a 5/5 in the pocket to stop these 2/2s.
Bowmasters, maybe you throw out Bowmasters right now, just because you know the Monarch's always going to trigger it. And, you know, when Siobhan's untapped, she'll have access to counter magic.
Yep.
And most of her removal spells or interaction is instant speed anyway, so casting it later doesn't really benefit you.
Right.
Unless you're afraid of, like, you know,
oh, no.
the board wipe. Oh, she's attacking for Monarch.
I see. So
Giving the life, okay. Killing the might. She needs to gain 2 here for that might again.
Then
I think we keep forgetting that might gains you 2 life when it dies.
Yeah, I definitely do. Mox Diamond in hand, not a great draw.
Now Siobhan's in a kind of weird situation, because if she takes the Monarch back, which I don't think she necessarily can guarantee. Oh, she can guarantee it. But if she takes Monarch back, you know, the Bowmasters is going to activate every time.
So here's what Adelaide could do. She can... we got 5 damage on the enchantment, and it boosts Barrowglyph because enchantment hit the graveyard.
Yeah.
This is bad. Oh, but Adelaide doesn't see it. Oh, and she holds back. Okay, we're going to see Bowmasters flash in. Adelaide...
She can prevent... She can trade everything and keep the Monarch, unless she has... Okay. She has a counter spell.
She has to pay 4
She should have done
more.
it on her turn. It's hard to tell with what the cards in Siobhan's hand is, you know?
So, she just takes it.
Because, like, if she had, like, the force that only works on her opponent's turn, then it, you know, like, there's several reasons. The Monarch draw?
Yeah. Is that toxic?
I don't know. 2 mana. Okay.
Just...
Does it drown in the lock? Destroy the Barrowglyph?
Good.
Attack
and then
with 1?
Absolute dead card in hand. I'm sorry.
She doesn't want the Monarch.
No, I believe that is a correct assessment to not jump Monarch.
Okay.
My question is, why didn't she attack after she removed? Or is she planning a block here? I mean, you could have gotten 5 in there right after you killed Barrowglyph. Oh, GG's. That's a GG. Unless she just land text here. That will be a pretty good GG's.
We'll see. Is this more of a game than I thought?
For sure. This last game is turning out to be. And then a ponder, yeah.
2, 3.
Straight up interaction.
That looks like a mystical.
What do you Misty 2 to 4 here?
Oh, and a board. Oh, that board wipe is devastating.
So you attack, board wipe, go.
I mean, she's already done 4th. She's already done, like, what does mystical get her anymore? I mean, just a mystical removal is maybe not the necessary, because you're still down a card. Like, people might look at this hand and be like, wow, these are all great cards. but
and
it's a hard.
It's all threat assessment. So she kept the mystical tutor.
Yeah.
Now she really has a chance to go in and cook. Full swing for 6. Looks like we're gonna double block to kill. Oh, we're
right.
Alrighty.
Game 4 here. Okay. She remembers.
Good.
Okay, the board wipe looking worse now.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's just
and she draws on her end step.
She's got so many cards in hand.
Let's see, 1 draw. Oh my gosh, that's an Arcana Cruelty, and she has the mana for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But she's got 2 mana up.
Full tap out. Oh my gosh. Archon, do we have a response?
Is there an answer?
Do we have a response?
Do we have something?
Oh my goodness. It might be a dig, but the problem is she kept Misty Tutor.
She has so many cards in hand, no counterspell?
Did you keep up the wrong removal? Because this ETB is devastating.
Oh, she had 4 mana up.
2. Yeah, she had 4 mana.
Oh, she got rid of all of her mites as well, so she can't remove this enchantment.
That's fine. Anyways. Yeah, so. Okay. But the ETB still occur.
The draw, everything. Sacks a creature, we'll get Monarch back. Probably. Depends. The 3 life too. The 6 life swing here.
And then sack. And then draw.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Got the response. For a whole 1/1.
Maybe
just to put in like a Hull Breacher or something. Yeah. That would be funny.
Does that consult the star charts?
I believe so.
Okay. I mean, with 6 mana, that's a great. Or 8 mana.
Yeah,
that's a good card to have.
4, dig 8, get 2, and then all of a sudden a really good spell.
So. Possibly able to get 2 threat. Oh,
March of Otherworldly Lighting. That's interesting. Alrighty. Let's see what Siobhan does for her turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is consult the star charts.
She gets to hold on to the Monarch this whole time, which has been big.
I think she's been counting on that as well.
Yeah. Such a bummer to not have any of your 3 mites left, at the end of that.
I know. Could you imagine? Exile it. Okay, I'll kill it. Re-ETB. Good luck.
Yeah, you ETB back. Yeah.
But, yeah.
5. I mean, 5 is, like a questing beast is 4,
Right, so she digs 8, goes and gets her best 4-drop, and then, like, she can put Siobhan to 1 if Siobhan doesn't have the proper response.
Like a Shieldred. There's so many
there are Shieldred's null and void here because of the Caracas.
Even just a removal spell for the enchantment goes hard.
Questing Beast is also removed by Caracas. It is legendary.
Oh, true.
That's something I keep forgetting. Anyways, but now she gets to put Recall back on top thanks to our handy dandy little mystical sanctuary.
It looks like she didn't have a. If I was playing this game, I would assume that my opponent didn't have a counter spell because they didn't counter the Archon to let it resolve.
Alrighty. Adelaide has this turn to cook her. Otherwise, she missed her end step draw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She drew Shieldred.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough.
Maybe. Is she running counter spell?
Do you see? Oh, okay. Keep the right spell mana up. It's really hard to figure out.
This is always a hard one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Currently, there is
Strix, not gonna help. Persist.
4th is not lethal, notably. It only does 10 damage currently.
Oh, she didn't tap a blue source.
I think possibly you don't tap. Maybe you keep the
Neoform.
Keep the Krakus. Oh, there's so many hard ones here.
Did she only go 6 deep? I thought she went 8. Oh, no. Yeah. She had 1 set aside. Maybe it is.
I'm on the edge. I'm squatting right now. I can't sit down.
Sure. Unearth.
Huge. Get the might back.
You get the might back. There we go.
What do you have for that?
Misty Tutor.
Does he have a draw?
This is why you put Recall on top instead of 4th Aerlingus. Nah, that's hindsight, of course. You want to slam Adelaide out next game, but
you got to win somehow, right?
She puts Counterspell on top.
How does she draw it, though?
Cycles, okay. And then Cycles, draws Counterspell. And Adeline picks it up to that. She will die next turn to...
Well, she wasn't totally dead.
I think she was done.
I think she saw the writing on the wall.
But... I think she was just done, but needless to say, with a dead card in hand too, Mox Diamond, yeah, that draw was hurting her. All right, that's best of 5.